So I decided I'm going to redo the video as I didn't like the audio quality of it, and I think that this audio quality is much better. Um, I'm actually getting a new headset at some point in time in the next couple months. I want to go ahead and start and say, if you guys haven't followed me on Twitter, go ahead and follow me. I'll leave my name, the @name, Twitter in the description. And those who have recently followed me on there, I greatly appreciate it. Spread the word a little bit. Love having new people on there. If you have a request for videos, just send me a message on Twitter, or mention me. I like to get some community. Sorry guys, it seems like every time I want to record, my brain quits wanting to communicate here. Every time, hang on a second. Sorry about that. It seems like no. I love community involvement. That's where I was going with that. I love seeing you guys talk, request videos, like and favorite stuff, say, hey, this is awesome, and I'm going to start bringing you guys a lot more Arma 3, especially when I get my new PC built, because what you see right now will be the worst thing you'll ever see. I promise you guys. My goal is to get much better quality out of everything I have. I will be posting a video either when I finish my build, or if you guys get enough comments on this video saying, hey, I'd like to see your PC now, kind of get an idea what it's going to look like, what you're putting in it. And eventually I'll list my specs for it too. But go ahead and get started. I'm just going to start doing some basic stuff with Arma and see how you guys react to it. Today we're going to be going over, sorry guys, I will eventually get to where I'm not, I don't know, brain dead or something. I've had school today, so. But we're going to do basic infantry movements. Basically, if you go ahead and start off, the controls that I'm going to say are Arma 2. If you go into your, we'll just do it now. If you go into, and not, yes, this computer is slow when it comes to running Arma, so it does take time for it to do its stuff, just because it's a laptop. Go into controls. You can actually go into presets and select what you want, whether Arma 2, Arma 3, Arma 3 alternate. There's also these other things for, I haven't messed with anything past Arma 3. I didn't like Arma 3 controls, I liked Arma 2, so that's what I went with. For me it's just more compacted. But the controls that I'm going to, basically what keys I say are the default Arma 2 bound ones, at least for this video. If I've changed them, I'll try to tell you what they are. But you can always go in there and figure it out. But let's go ahead and get started. So as everyone knows, you have your three basics from Arma 2. Standing, crouched, prone. Arma 2, there were always times that you always found, well, these weren't always, adequate. It's always a problem, not enough room, something, just for some reason it didn't work. There's actually a total of 6. There may be more than that, I don't know, we'll count them here in a minute. But you also, from Arma 2, have your lean right and lean left. These are still lean left Q, right E. And you can also notice you lean to the left. If you're set to be right-handed, lean to the left, you have less of an ability to lean that way than you do to the right. That's just a core of the game. You also had the ability to lean left and right in Arma 2 in a crouched, and when in prone, you had the ability to roll using those same keys. What Arma 3 introduced was multiple stances in between. So we're going to go ahead and just start start from a standing position here. So if you hit Control and W, this will bring you, and I'm just going to refer to these from the default stance from Arma, to just plus or minus what they are. So this would be standing +1. This is by far the most unstable weapon position. As you see, it's a pretty good amount of sway in the weapon. I have not been running around or anything. It's a large amount of, I mean, you guys can see it, it's a large amount of sway. If you go back to just standing, it's more of a tactical position. It's not nearly as bad, but it's still pretty bad. Now, I use this for the reason of, let's say, for some reason like this, you're trying to shoot, you can't. You go plus up, now you can. So that just kind of helps when you're trying to look up and over stuff. There's also, I'm going to call this -1. It's kind of a awkward squatting position, and every time you go down, lower and lower, your weapon sway will reduce, especially now. And I am in dev branch, so the stamina system that's changed a little bit. There's also some other things that have changed a slight bit. Weapon sway is one of them. I do not know if that's gone to the regular branch or not yet. This is, we'll call this crouched +1. It's just more of a upright crouch position, not really taking cover. Then you have your crouch position. You then have crouch -1, which is a much lower, you're very protected. Like when you're, I know there's a barrier over here I can use. If you're shooting from behind cover, you know, you want to lean or something just a little bit out and not, completely expose yourself. Or you want to just kind of duck down and be able to move fast. This is a optionable stance. It works pretty well. It also reduces weapon sway a good amount. You're not going to see a lot of it from just iron sight. And the next one you have a sitting position. Now you can move left, right, forward, and backwards in this position. You cannot lean, however, in this position. This does reduce weapon sway some more. This does work pretty well if you're in a position that you need cover, you're out in like an open field or something, and let's say there's too much grass or something in front of you, or for some reason you can't go prone because you can't hit what you're aiming, but you can here. This works pretty good. And then you of course have prone, default stance, but you also have prone -1, which is just laid over. You cannot move with your ASW keys. You can rotate. You cannot, however, in this position, look down your sights. Your crosshairs are very small, but you can do this. And this position, I believe, changes if you switch to left-handed, but I could be wrong about that. I play as right-handed as I'm actually right-handed in real life. There's also some other stances. Well, yeah, I guess you call them stances. They're kind of modified left and right stances. So instead of, leaning exposes very little, but it is slow compared to this. You can still aim in this, but it's very quick if you want to just pop out a couple of shots and pop back in versus, trying to lean and hope you get a shot. It also gives you a little bit more sight around. Also it is in crouched. It's not as much more as a standing position, but it is quicker than just leaning out. It also gives you more of a cover. When you're prone, basically any stance you go from prone, whether you're going lower or to one of these, which is just Control D, if you're using the Arma 2 key bindings. I think for Arma 3 key bindings it's still the same control and then those movements. But you cannot aim with your sights in this. This is still the same thing as down or negative prone 1. Small cross sights or crosshairs. But you can actually, and let me go back and go back on this, you can actually move in and out. So if there's a guy there and you just kind of want to peek out just a little and a little and a little at a time and then hit him, you can. It works pretty good. Those are those stances. That's basically all of them. Um, I'll leave in the description because I did not count. I'll watch the video and count it out how many actual stances there are. So use those stances even if you're not used to them or comfortable with them. Try them out a little bit. They work fairly well. I like several of them just because they allow you to do stuff like, here I'll show you guys. This is one that I use a lot when we go and breach and clear buildings. When I breach a building, I'll go ahead and go over this since you guys have not seen much of my Arma 3 play yet. I like realism, but to an extent. I like third person, and I know you guys are saying, well, realism first person only. Well, I like third person because it gives you a little more an idea of what's going on around you, when in real life you would have, you know, a little more sense of what's around you and everything because you have kind of the sense of feel and stuff. Well, Arma 3, of course, you can't feel anything except your mouse and keyboard. But when I breach a building, because of the field of view changes directly in front of me, plus when you try to breach a building like this, I'll show you, that much view versus this much view, I like this wider FOV. But when we breach buildings, I'll go ahead and do a full breach. Something like this, which has rails, you're very exposed. Come up, open the door. Nothing's there. You peer, but here's where this comes in handy. You can peer a little bit, but now you have this corner here. You just stop. Corner's cleared out a lot faster than if you had peered and continued to peer. Because here, watch this. You have half your body exposed for the entire time you're peering. If we come out of that and do just a straight jump, in, out. It's much, much faster, decreasing the chance of you getting shot. And especially if you're using vanilla health system, getting shot's not a good thing. It messes up your weapon sway and everything, and you're never really going to get back to 100%. Now, I currently use a mod called XMed, which kind of was like CMS, but it's more of a blend between CMS and Ace Medical from Arma 2. It's pretty productive. It's still in the works, but it is getting better. And I'll go over that in another, I'll do the mod spotlight on that at some point in time, but yeah, that's about it for basic infantry movements. A couple other things. Just keep in mind, if you're gonna just from a standing crouch, that's fine. If you're walking forward, you're actually gonna take just a little longer to get down. These are just things to keep in mind when you're getting shot at. If you're in a jog and you go, it's fairly quick movement. If you're running and you just down, that's a feature of Arma 2 that everyone knew. But this, at least to me, is new. If you're in a full out sprint, they animated this quite well. I'll try to get a good view. If you're sprinting and you hit prone, keep in mind, here, let me do that again so that I don't actually continue to, if you know that, and you just, it does take time to get down. And for this reason here, if you're going down and there's a guy in front of you, I'll do this so that you guys have a full understanding of it, because it's dire to know. I'm running, I see a guy, I'm deciding, okay, I want to go down. I've clicked the left mouse button. I just now am able to aim and shoot. So that's a good, probably a half a second delay between being able to be running, get down. And see, if you see here, in a sprint versus that, versus I'm just jogging and I jump, I've already pressed the left mouse button and I'm basically within my sights in a matter of a few split seconds. If you do try to get up from prone and jog, and you're actually going up from prone to a full stand, he kind of leans forward a little bit and there's a delay where you can't aim. So those are all important things to keep in mind. Also on a sprint, bringing your weapon up and being able to aim, it does take time. So these are all things you just need to keep in mind. Just, you know, in case you're getting shot at and you expect to just be able to automatically get straight into your sight. Doesn't work like that. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you haven't subscribed, if you want to, subscribe. I always love having new subscribers. I'm going to go over some new videos. The next one will probably cover just basic weaponry, some of the vanilla stuff, how to get better at aiming and stuff. And I'm just going to continue my Arma series. If you watch it in order, it'll basically show you how to get good. A little about me. And actually, if you guys are looking for a realism unit, 95th Army Battalion. Just switched over to Arma 3 again. We will probably stay in Arma 3 this time, as Arma 3 has now gone from a soft beta to a very, very good game, and it's still getting better with Take on Helicopters TOH coming in soon, November 4th, which is the helicopter DLC, and all sorts of things coming in that are just making huge improvements. But a little about me, I've been in the realism unit, the 95th, for almost a year now. December will be a year. They're a great group. Feel free to join them. I'll leave a link for y'all. We're actually getting set up right now. Switch over all our stuff to Arma 3, getting mods down and stuff. But about me, like I said, December will be a year for me being in there. Realism player, but I will do some things. I don't do a lot of, I guess you'd call it, not really feature like fairy tale type stuff. I don't know, like League and stuff. I don't do. I will do stuff like PlanetSide 2 and stuff. It's just stuff like that that I don't get super far into that type of stuff. I like the realism. I really like military stuff. I'm actually August. Well, actually, it'd be a week before August. It'd be July 2015, the last week of that. I'm probably going to end up being signed over Army National Guard, and I'm going to keep videos coming by then. But I'd like to see, a couple more people on my channel here, some subscribers. I'd like to see you guys. I'm going to start doing some vlogs and stuff, just all sorts of stuff. You guys, I'm fully up for doing anything you guys like, even if it's not something that I'm 100% might not enjoy. Games tend to grow on me, like Arma 3. When it first came out in beta, I didn't really care for it. I really didn't. But now with all these things, it's getting better. It's starting to grow on me. I like it. I'm actually I'm going into the National Guard as a pilot. So I love anything to do with aircraft. Going in as a chopper pilot, so choppers are my thing. I can fly jets, but I like choppers better. If you guys have not, you haven't known me, you're first here, I'm all about community support. I'll reply to just about anything you guys send me. I'm not like some of these other guys who are like, yeah, comment stuff, and then, never really reply to it. I'm going to reply, talk to you guys. I love being involved in the community with it. So, until next time, like, subscribe, all that stuff. Catch you guys later.